This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
It's the first day of April 2015 and time for the Barbados Today afternoon update. I'm Meleah Kelly-Marshall. Thanks for joining us. We begin with a warning from the Caribbean Union of Teachers that the action taken by teachers in Barbados will intensify across the region. So says CUT General Secretary Dr. Virginia Albert Poyot as she endorsed the stance taken by the Barbados Secondary Teachers Union not to correct school-based assessment projects this year unless they are paid by the Caribbean Examination Council. Dr. Poyot told the press conference this morning that the issue with SBAs and compensation has been festering for some 7 years now, with calls for the CXC to meet on the issue falling on deaf ears.
The time has come for the teachers' union to stand their ground, mobilize their members and take the action that is necessary so that we can get this matter resolved. Now, whatever is starting here in Barbados is the tip of the iceberg. The momentum will be building up and we will galvanize the entire region to ensure that every single teacher across the region is adequately compensated for the work that they do.
Meantime, the BSTU is getting the full backing of the Barbados Union of Teachers on the issue.
We have already had some preliminary discussion with our teachers on the matter. We had teachers representing 4 schools, and the general opinion was from those teachers that there should be compensation for the marking of the SBAs. And so the Barbados Union of Teachers is in full support of the position being taken at the level in Barbados in support of the BSTU.
That was BUT President Pedro Shepherd speaking at this morning's press conference. At the same time, President of the National Council of Parent Teachers Association, Sean Gibbs, is calling on teachers to hold strain until the issue is discussed with the relevant authorities.
Having been mindful of the concerns and all that have been said on this matter, we would want to suggest that there be a cooling off period on this issue for the very reason that the first time the parents of Barbados would have heard about this issue would have been maybe about 4 weeks ago. And we will not in any way discount the concerns of the teachers, because anything that impacts on teachers impacts on our students. And there have been some parents who have expressed concerns about the amount of work that goes into CXC. But we would really want to suggest that at this stage, this is now in the public domain, it is being ventilated, and if we can maintain the status quo for this year and serve the relevant parties notice that we have to address this issue before next year, we believe that it would definitely reduce the anxiety that a lot of parents and children are undergoing at this time as they prepare to do their examination.
In other news, slow voting reported in today's election for a new executive council for the National Union of Public Workers. The voting, which got underway as early as 5:30 this morning at the Sanitation Services Authority, is scheduled to be completed by 4 p.m. It's the first time that the union will be using an electronic balloting system. Acting NUPW General Secretary Rosalind Smith says a result should be known by 8 this evening. Barbados gets a failing grade when it comes to the employment of disabled people. It comes from the Chamber of Commerce representative, Roxanne Branca, who is accusing employers in the country of shutting persons with physical and mental challenges out of the workforce. Branca made the comments last night during the launch of a special shopping card for the disabled in Barbados.
When it comes to the disabled in the workplace, Barbados still has a long way to go. As with the hotel tourism situation, how many workplaces are outfitted to accommodate the disabled? Some businesses fear the cost of retrofitting their workforces to accommodate the disabled, This type of thinking effectively shuts out a group of people with a wealth of skills and knowledge simply because of a disability. A person with a disability should not be overlooked just because they are hearing impaired, visually impaired, in a wheelchair, or some other reason.
2 more men are now on the police wanted list. They are 32-year-old Pearson Omar Jerome Jordan, alias Tallman, and 28-year-old Ricardo Winfield Mayers, also known as Baboon, Turtle, or Monster Shack. Both men are considered armed and dangerous and should not be approached by members of the public. Jordan, whose last known address is 3rd Avenue, Allenland, Bush Hall, St. Michael, is 5 feet 9 inches tall, slim built, and black in complexion. The letters MOBB are tattooed on his left hand. Mayers, seen here, is about 6 feet 2 inches tall, medium build, and dark in complexion. His last known address is Bannister Land, Martindales Road, St. Michael. The 2 who are wanted in connection with serious criminal matters are advised to present themselves to any police station accompanied by a lawyer. However, anyone with information pertaining to their whereabouts is asked to contact police emergency number 211 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-TIPS. That's 1-800-8477. In sports, outstanding track and field athletes will soon be able to qualify for at least 4 government scholarships to pursue their disciplines. The announcement from Education Minister Ronald Jones.
Outside of government scholarships recognizing academic performance, that we will be developing scholarships also to recognize good performance at track and field, and I should be taking to cabinet in the next 3 weeks or so at least 4 scholarships to recognize outstanding performance in track and field.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
To news from the region now, the people of Trinidad and Tobago are living in a state of unacceptable fear. That's according to Attorney General Gavin Nicholas, who revealed that firearms account for 72% of homicides in the country.
Today we ask members of this Honorable Senate to go one step further, and that is first to deny bail for 120 days to a person charged with possession of an unlicensed firearm, where the person has a pending charge for an offense specified in Part 2 of the first schedule, and secondly, to deny bail for 120 days to a person who is charged for an offense specified in Part 2 of the first schedule and used a firearm in committing the offense.
And finally, on the international scene in Yemen, at least 35 workers were killed by a blast at a dairy factory in the west of the country. The rising death toll comes as Saudi-led airstrikes continue against Houthi rebels. And on that note, we come to the end of our Barbados Today afternoon update, but we'll be back again this evening. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media and bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. We're also on Channel 101 online TV as well as Mix 96.9 FM. There you can get all the latest news and sports. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. To have a wonderful day.
This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, Let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy.